Good morning. Paralife TV, Shaner here. All right, I'm going to do a quick little video of showing you how I changed the bearings of my front caster wheel. Came off my wheelchair, it was making some awful noises, and it's time to change it out. The front caster wheels are a pain in the butt when it comes to wheelchairs, depending on your environment that you live in. I live in Canada. We have long winters, messy weather, snow. Along with snow comes with salt and sand, and it is hard on these wheels, these caster wheels, because they pick up everything. Wherever you're going, these things are going to go through it, right? If you have, especially with pet, you're going to pick up your human hair, pet hair, any kind of dirt, any kind of strings, yarn, whatever might be lying around the floor, and you don't realize you wheel over it. These casters are going to pick it up, and it's going to get tangled up in between your fork and your bearing. And that causes friction on your bearing, wear and tear, and eventually will seize up. This one here, I'm going to try to spin it. Not too bad, but it was making some awful noise, and I could see that on the bearing wall, it is pretty grooved in, so it's time for a change. So to remove the bearings on your caster wheel, you got to take the caster wheel off your wheelchair, which check, we did that. I did a little cleaning up already, and then now we got to pop out the bearings. Now I'm lucky, like I said, I did all that preventative maintenance, and these bearings are just flopping right out. Oh, it's supposed to. So there, this one just came right out. So here's this middle part too. You need to have this in here. This is a little spacer. It's got some dirt in it. It's a little spacer that goes in between the bearings, and the shaft goes through it there. Just for more. Let's get a hand wipe to wipe things down. Yeah, pop out the other one. Like I said, easy peasy. That bearing popped right out. Now let's see. Let's see which one's bad. Yeah, they're both getting pretty old. You can see the bearing wall here. Quite the groove in it. Look. Yeah, you see? Definitely due for a change. This one as well. I don't know if you can see that. So this is what a new bearing looks like. That's what a new bearing looks like. We'll start over here. Old bearing. See those? Okay. All right, let's pop in the new bearings. You can get these at any bearing shop. I just took the bearing up to a bearing shop and said, hey, do you have a bearing this size? They did the measurements, and they had them in stock. I think they're $4 a piece. So I bought a bunch, not a bunch. I bought probably 12 bearings just so I'd have stock. Okay, let's pop these suckers in now. They're very loose. Let's see, we'll put it in. Yeah, see, they fall out quite easily. So what I do, just from experience in the past, is I put a little itty bitty piece of tape around the bearing. And that should help it stay in place, because if your bearings are popping out like that easily, they're sliding out, it's going to make it really difficult to put your wheel back on your wheelchair. So I just put a little piece of tape around like that, and it should let's see here, stay in better. Yep. See? The bearings in there good. It's going to stay in place. Then you have this, whoops, daisies. Then you have this little spacer. It goes in next. Goes in like this. We can line that up after as I put the wheel back on. You need to line it up so your axle, caster axle, will go through. Bearing is in. There. Bearings. I get a little piece of tape there. I'm going to tuck that off. But you see the spacer in there, right here? You see that? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, see the space right there? We'll get that lined up, and we'll get the axle through there. No problem. All right. So that's an easy way, like I said, to fix your own caster wheel bearings to replace. It could save you a lot of money if you don't have insurance that will cover repair. If you do have insurance to cover repair, it'll save you time. Because it doesn't fit me quite as well now as it did back then, so it's not the most comfortable chair. It's a backup. It'll do for a couple days. And then when you do bring your chair in, it might be another week before you get it back, before they actually do the service, right? There are a couple days, depending on your provider, whoever does it, your local wheelchair rep, they're busy. So yeah, it'll save you time and it will save you money. That was a $8 fix to get your bearings fixed at your wheelchair, local wheelchair rep. You're probably looking at a couple $100 plus time away from your everyday chair, right? All right. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in. And that's it for me. So let's get rolling. Until next time, as always, keep rolling, I guess. Let's go. I got to go. All right. Bye-bye.